Last week, the entire gaming industry decided to collapse in on itself. And we're going to be talking about that here, live at twitch.tv/lonercast. What is up, boyos? Welcome to Last Week in Games, where everything is video games. My name is Jake. Today I'm joined by Nick. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How's it going? How are the things?
The things are good. You know, the things continue to go.
Yes, they continue to go.
And, I have a job. I'm working overtime.
Me too.
Making money, hopefully, because got a lot of shit to pay for.
I appreciate that.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Last night I finished that 90s show.
Oh,
because
God.
I got nothing better to do with my life.
Jesus, man.
I like a good sitcom to go on in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
It's a good thing because I was just playing Pokemon and had that 90s show
So
on.
I watched the first episode, and I think this is one of those shows where I can watch the last episode, and it'll be totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a sitcom. Like, it's not like that deep.
No, I mean, like, I'll watch the first and the last and never watch anything else because it's fine.
Yeah, I do think so. As
it's better than Fuller House, that's for sure.
Yeah, as you've seen with the first episode, the first episode really like focuses in on the old characters, which I think is sort of a mistake for the show. Because I think they should have focused in on the younger characters first.
Nobody
and then
cares about the younger characters.
I understand that. That's why you need to focus in on them first. Because people are already coming into the show for the older characters. I'm not saying don't have the older characters.
Right.
I'm saying introduce the younger characters. And these characters need to be fucking banger characters, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Well, the thing is, like, at the start, they are kind of like, I don't really care about these characters. By the end, though, you're like, okay, yeah, they're getting there. That, you know, but the real problem is like the show, like that 70s show back in the day, because it was like an old school sitcom. You know, right. They did like 24 episodes a season. You know, like
right.
So they could just fucking go on forever. Go on forever, do crazy shit. This show is only 10 episodes. And
that doesn't help. You got to have a really good show if it's going to be 10 episodes.
Yeah, which it makes sense that it's 10 episodes because unlike that 70 show, this is supposed to just be summer break or whatever. I have a feeling this show will be just like every other Netflix show where it's like 2 seasons and then they cancel it. So, but I didn't hate it. I liked the episode with Fez. It's pretty funny. It's like the 3rd episode. Leo came back. We love Leo. Tommy Chong. I think what the show needed, though, because that 70s show had Leo, who was Tommy Chong, who was like a 70s icon in that show, which was actually shot in the 90s.
You're saying they needed Kurt Cobain.
Well, they needed someone like that. I think Kevin Smith would have been a good option, especially since they mentioned Kevin Smith in the show. So, someone like that, like a Kevin Smith type in the show.
Okay.
And I bet Kevin Smith would have done it, you know?
Maybe.
What the fuck is Kevin Smith doing? Clerks 3?
Clerks 3, my guy.
Nobody's watching that shit.
Oh, he's got a following. He's got his podcast. He's got his other things.
I do listen to his podcast every week, but he's got
shit to do.
He can find some time to go shoot a couple episodes of that 90s show.
Yeah, I don't know. Was Kevin Smith really that big in the 90s?
Yeah. It's like him and Tarantino. They were like the guys. And then Tarantino just kept getting bigger and Kevin Smith with the opposite direction. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clerks was huge.
It wasn't, though. It was only huge after the fact.
After the fact in the 90s. Yeah, Mallrats, anyone? Thank you, a bag of rocks. Thank you.
You got to get like Tom Hanks, Leo DiCaprio. Brad Pitt,
They'll
Jim
do the show.
Carrey. Could you imagine
That's why I'm saying Kevin Smith, because you
Arnold
can get Kevin
Schwarzenegger?
Smith.
If you got Arnold Schwarzenegger in there as the Terminator,
That's more of an
it
80s
would be
thing.
much better. No, it would be a much better thing.
Yeah.
But everybody's talking about. Alec Baldwin was in the 90s too.
He's looking for work too.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's.
What about you could put like Pauly Shore?
Oh,
that'd be good.
What about Jackie Chan?
He's too big. He's doing things.
He's too big. Okay.
But also Jackie Chan, is that 90s? I mean, I guess. When I think of Jackie Chan, I don't think 90s though, you know?
But you didn't really grow up in the 90s. You grew up in the late 90s. Early 2000s, and that was what?
Still grew up in the 90s, bro.
Well, what do you when I say Jackie Chan, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Movie or show or whatever.
I mean, everyone's going to say Rush Hour. But yeah. But but like he has a career that like predates that as well though.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. Rush Hour was early 2000s.
But like Tommy Chong though, you think of Tommy Chong and you're like that's the 70s. You know, like you just think like that's the 70s.
Yeah.
I think that with Kevin Smith as well. Pauly Shore is a good one.
Pauly Shore.
Very 90s. Shanghai Noon, anyone? Correct. That is correct.
Like a lot of the people that I think about are dead in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, true.
I guess Jim Carrey would be pretty good.
Jim Carrey, he's pretty 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty 90s guy. He's way too big for that show though. That is the problem. They're either like dead or too big at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Anyway. Let's talk about the fucking video game news, huh? So we got some titties for you. I'm gonna skip this first one. We'll do that one last. Okay. First titty.
You do whatever
here.
you want. You're the boss.
I am the boss. God damn it.
You're the boss.
Suicide Squad leaked image. The leak originated on 4chan. It made its way to Reddit and proceeded to spread across Twitter last Tuesday. The screenshot shows Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn, King Shark, and Deadshot huddled together on what appears to be Suicide Squad's home screen. There are options to matchmake, set the difficulty, and select which chapter to play. But there's also a reference to a store, character cosmetics, and a battle pass along the top of the screen. Each character also has 2 numbers below it, and there appears to be at least 6 types of currency.
Crazy.
Oh, and also, after this was posted, every fucking publication posted the image, right? Like,
right, but they got it all wrong.
Well, Kotaku posted it, IGN posted it. Warner Brothers went around and copy striked everyone who posted the image. So you can't even post the image anywhere.
We should post that image.
I know they're not going to take us down. They're not looking for us.
Who would take us down?
I'll go find
Here's the image right here.
Sure, why not? Here it is. I'll insert it in any.
I'm just fucking with you. You don't have to do that.
Maybe I'll just make it the thumbnail. Fuck it.
That'd be good. That'd be good. I like that.
Get Mike Myers, dude. Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's got time. He's not doing much.
Yeah, what is he doing? Hanging with family?
Yeah, Mike Myers is a good one. That's a good one. He'd cost too much though. All these people would cost too much, I think.
What if you got like a musician, right? There's a whole bunch of 90s musicians. Yeah. Bush. What if you got Bush?
You just get Gavin Rossdale, yeah. Yeah, Gwen Stefani. She's too big though. She's too big. She's too big. You gotta get somebody that's not doing anything right now. Yeah. Kurt Cobain is dead. Lane Staley also dead. Chris Cornell also dead. Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
I mean, Dave Grohl, like he's not doing much these days.
Yeah, but he screams more like 2000s, I guess, because.
I mean, yeah, but he was also in Nirvana, so.
He was, but then you could also get the other guy from Nirvana.
Christ, that would work, yeah. I don't know how we got back on that 90s show. Anyway, Suicide Squad. Yeah, dude. That is such bad news to me.
Oh yeah, back to that. I forgot what we were talking about.
That is not what I wanted from the next Rocksteady game at all. I did
Oh,
not.
dude, it's gonna be so bad. This game is gonna
Man,
suck so bad.
I hope not, but it probably will. It's just like not the game I wanted at all. You know, like
Yeah,
Rocksteady, their last game was fucking Gotham or Arkham Knights, which was such a great game. So like, how are they gonna fuck
right.
this up? But
Because it's not the same people working on it, dog.
yeah, true.
So
It's the same team, but like a different group of people. Yeah, people do put too much clout on studios, but it should be the people at the studios that. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any more thoughts about it. Just looks bad.
no, you know what? You know what this is gonna turn into though. I've got a couple of thoughts.
Okay.
It's gonna turn into that Marvel game,
Yeah,
like
I know.
Marvel Avengers. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be the exact same bullshit. People are gonna play it because it's got Batman in it, and then it's gonna be like, well, this game sucks, and nobody's gonna play it anymore.
that's
It's
exactly the fear I think everyone's having is like you're doing this right after the Avengers, which is another titty on here, by the way. I'll just mention it real quickly. But Marvel's Avengers is ending development, and they're giving away
good.
all of the cosmetics and stuff. So
So if you fucking bought any of that,
yeah,
fuck you. Pretty
yeah.
much. That's
I think
hilarious.
their thought process was no one bought it, so
Yeah.
we'll just give it away.
We'll just give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so scared that Suicide Squad is gonna be like, if you can't make it work with the Avengers, which are like the most popular characters in pop culture right now,
Yep.
how the fuck are you gonna make it work with Suicide Squad?
You're not gonna. You're
Unless
not gonna.
unless the gameplay is just like absolutely smanging, like there's no way you can make this work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
As far as Marvel's Avengers, though, rest in peace, rest in power, King.
rest, rest in power, King.
Right now would actually be like, let's get into it now. Like now that everything's fucking free and shit, it's like this might actually be like a good experience.
It's not a good game though.
I don't know. I've never played it. It's like free on everything too. They have it on PlayStation. They have it on Game Pass.
Oh,
Let's get into it.
right.
They said that
I'd rather-
they're keeping the online functional. Like the servers are staying up, so that's good.
Until when?
Until they decide to pull the plug.
I guess so.
I-
I guess so.
I'd say at least a year. At least a year they'll keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a lot of time though.
I mean, at least it could be a lot longer, depending on like how often people are actually playing on there. Who knows? Maybe when they release all the cosmetics, people will be like, "Wow, now that the game is like done, it feels like a full-fledged game." And like, now that I don't have to buy cosmetics, it's actually like fun to have all these cosmetics. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll catch a second wind.
Maybe.
Battlefront
Maybe.
2 style,
Yeah, but Battlefront 2 was like it was too little too late, right? I think that's what's going on here. Like this game should have been a free to play game anyway.
I mean, it's kind of been free to play for like a while.
Has it?
I mean, for the most part, it's both on like I just said, it's on Game Pass, it's on PlayStation Plus Premium. So like, if you wanted to play it, you would play it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think it would matter if it was free or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Video game companies just need to stop. They just need to stop.
They need to stop trying to make money.
At least
Stop monetizing it.
At least in like this like very selfish way. Like,
oh yeah.
because ultimately it's just I feel like it ends up losing them money more often than not. Like I can't imagine Avengers made them money. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe it did. I don't fucking know. But like, look at Ubisoft right now. Like they seem like they're on the fucking ropes. And it's because they kept trying to do those kind of games. It's like, just make a fucking good game and people will play it. Make a good game and then maybe try to do a Hyperscape after that. Don't do like, well, we're going to do the Division, then the Division 2, then Hyperscape, and like that's all you do. Like that's not going to work, man.
Nope.
Anyway. Nintendo is planning to increase production of the Switch for the upcoming fiscal year beginning in March, according to a Bloomberg report citing anonymous sources.
Okay. That just means that they're not coming out with a Switch 2 soon.
Yeah, that's the wild part for me.
Mm-hmm. But they need to, because that piece of hardware is garbage at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it in the garbage. That's where it belongs.
I I've been playing Pokemon a little bit more lately, and every time I boot that fucking game up, I'm shocked. I'm just like, I can't believe this. Like, it's so bad. I can't believe it. Like, it's a fun game. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, I booted up, and like for the first 10 minutes of the game, like I have to just like
take a breather.
I have to like readjust to that world because it's just so ugly. It's so fucking bad.
Yep, I agree.
Which is not necessarily the Switch's fault, but it's also not the Switch's fault. You know.
Well, I mean, if Breath of the Wild comes out and it looks that bad, they're gonna learn real quick. Like, oh yeah, we need a better thing.
I don't even think because the thing is, like, even if it looks that bad, people are gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, people are gonna buy it. I'm
the problem because I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you are the problem.
I am.
You need to stop.
I know.
You need to stop that shit. It's not good for your health.
It's Zelda, dude. I love Zelda. But like,
good for your health.
That's, I think, their thought process. Like, why do we need a fucking? We're not in any hurry. People keep buying this shit. Like, it doesn't matter to them whether or not people think the games are ugly or not. You know.
Right.
It's just who buys it. And I don't know. The fact that they're upping production for this year confirms to me that they're not releasing a new console this year. It almost like confirms to me that they're not releasing a new console next year too. Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're upping production this much,
right,
that means they're confident in the sales of the Switch. So why would they even sell a new Switch?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like they need to though next year, but we'll see.
It'll be interesting.
Last titty right here. Or no, we got two more titties actually.
Two more.
The Last of Us sales jumped 322% after the HBO premiere.
Crazy shit, man.
Well, and not only 322%. The article actually said at least 322%. So when we get those MPD numbers next week or next month rather,
Last of Us is probably going to be
it's going to be on there for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching the show. You've been watching the show?
Oh, I've been watching the show.
You've been watching the show?
Oh,
I don't know, man. Are you sure?
I'm on like episode 6 right now.
There's fucking 2 episodes out, my guy.
Oh,
You're
shit.
on episode 6.
Oh, we're not talking about White Lotus?
You need to slow down. You need to slow down. Slow your roll.
I've been watching it.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Fucking good. That second episode, solid.
Perfect.
Solid. Like when they enter this room, and I'm like, that's just the fucking game. Mm-hmm. Like I'm looking at the game. I know exactly what's going to happen here, and sure enough, I did. I love this show. They did such a good job sticking with it.
Dude, they've done such a. I mean, we're on the topic now. They've done such a good job of keeping the game. This is a spoiler-free stream. Still playing the first one. He's still playing the first. Okay. All right. All right. Dude, wait until you get to the part where fucking Sam and Henry just fucking kill themselves, man.
Damn, dog, just right out the gate. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. He did it.
He did the thing.
He did
No,
the thing.
they do such a good job though with the show of keeping it faithful to the original show or the original game, while also adding things to make it its own thing.
Like the beginning of everything, the beginning of each episode has like a different like a different precursor that we didn't get in the game. Like the second episode has got the scientist lady,
right,
and it kind of explains like where it came from, sort of thing.
I was not
like,
expecting that at all. I was like,
I wasn't
this
either.
is so cool. Yeah,
I was not either, not even a little bit.
And it confirmed the theory about the wheat and stuff from the first episode. Because like Joel didn't eat wheat because he was on Atkins. And
that's what it was. I was wondering what the Atkins thing was about.
Sarah didn't eat the cookies because they were raisin cookies. They didn't have the batter for the pancakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were offered the biscuits, but they were like, those look gross. Yeah. That was a nice touch. And then to confirm it in the next episode was nice. Yeah. So like
100% agree.
These new little things that they're adding are super cool. And also like the new additions that they're making to the characters. Well, I don't think it's like necessarily better than the game. It's just like different enough for me to be like, oh yeah, that's a cool way to handle that in a show. Like,
oh yeah.
Like the way they dealt with Tess in the show versus the game. Like in the game it's the Fedra. In this it's the infected are coming, right? So it's a little different, but like I don't mind it. Also, they added stuff to the lore of the clickers and the infected and stuff, where like if you step on a thing, it alerts the other ones on a that's different than a game.
I thought that was kind of interesting too.
Yeah, well, because they're going more into that tendril thing that
right. It makes sense though, as like what would you call that, a hive mind sort of situation.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it adds to the tension too, because it's like, oh man, you really got to watch your step. Like at any moment they could fuck up and alert the entire city, which is interesting, and honestly, like very gamey. And surprising it's not in the game, you know?
Well, I mean, maybe they didn't think about it, or maybe it was like, but no.
Yeah, there's already enough going on in the game. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really liking it. And
it's really good.
Yeah, I can't wait for next episode. First episode was an hour and 20 minutes long. This episode was 55 minutes long. It is rumored that next episode is an hour and 10 minutes long.
Ooh, so I like the differentiating of it.
Yeah, and next episode is the Bill and Frank episode.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. Next episode's Frank.
And I am so fucking curious to see how they handle Bill and Frank, considering Frank wasn't really a character in the game. So I'm very curious to see how they're gonna handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it should be interesting.
Quite excited. As far as the Last of Us sales jump, that makes a lot of sense, and I feel like a lot of video game companies are going to start looking at this shit, like, because the same thing happened with The Witcher,
which is not a good idea.
I know, it's kind of a dangerous thing, because it happened with The Witcher, it happened with Sonic. You know, I imagine Sonic Frontier sold a lot more because of those Sonic movies. You know, so like. And now with The Last of Us, I'm sure every gaming company is like, oh shit, we got to make a movie. And Sony is so good at like the double dip. We've talked about it before. The old Sony double dip, where
absolutely
they release it on Sony, they get that huge boost right at the front from the Sony fans, then they release it again 3 years later on PC. Now they found a third double dip, my guy, where they can now release a fucking show or movie and get a boost again in sales. Just fucking crazy.
These guys, man.
And they're about to double dip again, dude, because the fucking Last of Us is about to come to PC. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. Sony knows what's up. Sony
yeah.
is playing the game.
Oh, dude, they're playing it hard. Well, Microsoft, on the other hand, is not.
No,
Watch this transition.
well, I like it already.
Microsoft slashes 10,000 jobs.
Fuck them.
This goes from both, Microsoft, Windows, all the way to like Xbox Studios. Reportedly, a lot of these slashes happened at 343 Industries in particular. Obviously, not all of them, because that's a lot of jobs that got slashed. And a lot of people are fucking upset because they just fucking put in a purchase for like $42 billion or something.
Oh yeah.
For Activision.
Yep.
And now they're slashing jobs. Absolutely.
Well, they need a way to fund their CEOs.
Yeah.
So I've come on, man.
Dude, Xbox just continues to, like, I feel like they had like a little resurgence right around the series, because people liked Game Pass and stuff. But ever since then, man, I feel like they've just been taking L after L after L. Like,
oh yeah,
they've released no games. They've released a couple, but like they've released no games. Game Pass has like no real content other than third-party stuff. And then their big franchised product, which is Halo, was an absolute clusterfuck and didn't work out for them the way I'm sure they hoped it would have. And like, it's just been a complete mess for them, dude. Like, non-stop mess for Microsoft. And now they're cutting jobs.
It's so funny. They're acquiring all these studios, all these people.
For what?
But they're not doing anything with it. And now they're like, oh, well, now we can't afford anything because we are not putting products out.
Right. It's crazy.
Like, fucking get them to work on something.
Well, that's
insane.
That's the most confusing part for me is like, okay, Microsoft could maybe be thinking like, oh, we've got Xbox, we'll keep releasing Xbox, and we've got Game Pass, and we'll kind of become the new Steam, where Steam doesn't even really release things anymore, and we just have this service. And it's
now they are Steam.
And it's like, okay, fine. Then why the fuck did you buy Bethesda? Why the fuck are you buying Activision? Why the fuck did you buy the guys who made Outer Worlds? Like, what is happening? They bought Team Ninja. Like, they keep buying all these teams. For what? Like, where are these games? What is happening?
We live in bizarro time, We're in the weirdest timeline.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really sucks that we got this. Got the short straw.
Yeah. Maybe this year they could turn it around though. Who knows? This could be the year.
Could be the year
for Xbox. Who knows?
Could be the year.
But while we're on the subject, this comes from Darren Bonthius at GameSpot. 343 Industries will no longer make Halo games, but will oversee outside development. A new report has claimed that longtime Halo developer 343 Industries is being taken off active development of the franchise, and that new games in the series will be created by third-party studios. According to Halo leaker Bathrobe Spartan, we all love Bathrobe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that guy.
We love this man. Favorite. He's great. Who has a solid track record leaking Halo inside information, and translated by Metro because it was like written in French or something. Microsoft's
Bathrobe is a Frenchman.
Yeah, he's a Frenchman. He is. Makes sense. You have to be French to like fucking Halo, dude.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's it.
Microsoft's mass layoffs have hit 343 Industries hard, and will see up to a third of its workforce laid off. Veteran developer Joseph Staten is reportedly exiting the studio and will rejoin Xbox Publishing. 343 Industries will then take on a parental role for Halo, overseeing new games and content while working on maintaining the game's engine. This isn't entirely new territory for 343 Industry, as it has relied on outside help to develop Halo Infinite's multiplayer content. Season 2 is a prime example of this, but Bathrobe Spartan claims that the planned story-based DLC has been scrapped due to it being considered not cost-effective under 343's stewardship. A follow-up to Halo Infinite is also expected to enter pre-production alongside spin-off titles, with these games reportedly being franchised out to other studios and being developed on more modest budgets. While Halo Infinite had a strong launch, recent months have seen 343 Industries criticized for delayed content rollouts, tedious multiplayer progression, and numerous bugs. Controversially, 343 canceled couch co-op so it could instead focus on developing Halo Infinite's live service features. Back in November, 343 also remarked on Halo Infinite's challenging year and promised improvements to its content release cadence starting the winter update. While reports began to circulate that multiplayer partner Certain Affinity was working on an ambitious new mode for the game, Season 3, Echoes Within, is still scheduled to start on March 7th and will add new multiplayer maps and the Bandit Rifle and 2 new game modes. There was an update on Twitter. 343 Industries posted this. This comes from Pierre Heinz, who is the studio head of 343 Studios.
Who's also a Frenchman.
He's also a Frenchman. Okay. He must be, because his name is Pierre.
Pierre, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Halo and Master Chief are here to stay. 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe you, Pierre. I think he's saying that because they're still working on Infinite and they don't want that kind of information out there that like, and also he's not lying if 343 is still like making the engine and like keeping on top of that and still in charge of the overall like Halo world, you know?
Right.
Which is what was stated in the article. It's just that other studios will be making the actual fucking games. I kind of believe it, but I mean, we won't know for years, you know, because it takes years to make these things. But thoughts?
What you doing? What are you doing?
What you doing?
What you doing? I think it's kind of ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. But honestly, 343 hasn't made a good Halo game
ever.
I think that's fair to say. They've never made a single good Halo game. Every game that they've come out with since they've gotten Halo has been received extremely poorly.
Or like, you know, I feel like that's been the trajectory of Halo. It's just been like, I feel like this is the same with Infinite. Everyone's just sort of like, it's not bad. It's just like whatever.
It's one of those things that's like they should have never taken Halo. Like like Halo should have fucking ended.
Yeah,
there's no reason for Halo Reach should have been the last one. I mean, I guess you could consider like the Halo Master Chief collection. That's fine. You know, like shit like that is fine. All the new story bullshit that they're trying to like innovate Halo. Halo is like 30 fucking years old, you know? It needs to die already. Everything else has died and come back. Halo needs to die. And I'm really hoping that we never see another Halo game again. Just my opinion, because Halo is such a... I won't get into it.
I mean, you're Mr. World Building. Halo's like the world
It's
of world building.
it's a fucking terrible world building. It's a
Is it?
terrible world. I absolutely hate the story, everything about Halo. It is just I am big shooty man and I am big shooty man. I shoot men and other things.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
I'm in space. I'm a space guy
Hmm.
who shoots.
I'm a space guy. Yeah.
There's nothing else. Like the whole thing is like the Spartan project, and it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, like use the Halo world and dive into a different fucking aspect of it. You know, don't. It's not fucking Master Chief the game. It's Halo the game. What is life like on the Halo? What is life in the city like? Who are the people? Like, I don't need I don't need an ever changing man in a helmet to shoot aliens when I'm sure on the planets that these aliens are going to, there are people rising up against them to shoot the aliens as well. Give me a story based on that rather than I'm a big guy who can't die and I've died multiple times. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Hmm. No, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I feel like it should have probably. I mean, maybe not ended, but like done like something different, like what they did with Halo Wars. Like do something weird and different with it, and like it shouldn't have been your main friend. Like look at what Sony's done, right? Sony could have continued for the rest of their lives making Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah.
you know, Spyro. They could have kept doing that, but they're like, no, we're gonna make Uncharted, and then we're gonna make Jack and Daxter, right? First they did that, and then they're like, well, the people who really made Jack and Daxter have left this studio,
Right.
so now they're gonna make
Exactly.
Uncharted,
Exactly.
and then
Exactly. It's not the same game.
and then the people who like really worked on Uncharted, like Amy Hennig and stuff, have left, and then they made The Last of Us, and I'm sure Naughty Dog, you know, when Neil Druckmann steps down, you're probably gonna need to move on from The Last of Us, you know,
Yeah, 100%.
And Sony's done a good job of recognizing, you know, one of their bigger franchises was Killzone for a long time. And they're like, hey, Killzone isn't doing what we want it to do anymore. So why don't you guys just go make something weird? And they went and made Horizon. And I mean, hell, even the same thing with God of War, where they're like, hey, God of War isn't really doing what we want it to do anymore. Why don't you just like completely rework God of War? And they like completely changed God of War.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
It's a different game.
It's the same world, but it's a different game. Like
exactly. Do that.
Yeah, do that with Halo. And
do that with Halo.
My suggestion for 343 would be, I mean, you could just put them on the engine thing and just have them as like a dedicated studio that works on engines for your other studios. That's fine. That's an interesting idea, I guess. But also, you could just do what you did with Guerrilla at Sony and just be like, hey, go make something. Like, go make something interesting. Like,
do whatever you want.
Yeah, we need this. We need something weird, you know? So
we need scale
go do
bound.
that. And what I was thinking with Halo, like the property, it's too big of a property to not do something with it. I mean, they do have id. You know, the guys who made Doom.
Yeah.
I know. Could you imagine a Halo id game? That'd be pretty fucking sick, man.
I don't care about Halo. I mean, if it was completely different,
that would be different.
Well, yeah.
And they could make that for cheaper, you know, give them an id budget, you know. Id's budget is probably a lot less than Halo's budget. So
you're probably right.
And if they pick up Activision, dude, they don't need to worry about having like a big multiplayer game because they have it with Call of Duty. So, you know, that's it. That's it. Do that. Do something weird with Halo. If you're gonna make Halo, do something weird with it at this point.
I agree.
My biggest problem with Infinite when I played it was like it just felt like sterile, if that makes sense. Like it just felt like, I don't know, uninspired.
Yeah.
Like
it was very boring.
Yeah. It felt like a video game and not in a good way, you know?
Yeah.
Also like the gameplay just sucks ass. Although me and Patrick, we were playing Halo last night. I downloaded it just because we're always looking for something to play. I'm like, let's download the Halo. Fuck it. And we went into these like custom games, and like people have made like like custom Mario Kart maps and shit, where you're like, you know, on the on the Jeeps or whatever they're called, and playing Mario
On
Kart.
the Jeeps.
The Jeeps. So that was pretty fun. More of that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what Halo 3 was all about, was the custom shit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, Nick,
Jacob,
what you been playing?
a lot of Marvel Snap, okay. Not a whole lot of anything else though. Played some Played Up with you a couple of times.
Oh, that's true. We did do that.
Marvel Snap. Yeah, man, just kind of. I've been kind of out of the video games for a minute. You know, just waiting. I'm actually waiting on the Hogwarts Legacy game.
Oh,
because I saw a video on it, like a deep dive sort of thing, where they kind of showed off all these things, all these systems and whatnot. And if this game works, and it is what they're showing, it could be one of the best games I've ever played.
I just don't
With everything that they've showed me. They're like, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have mounts, we're gonna have Quidditch. There's gonna be, you can kill people in it, you can Avada Kedavra people. The whole freaking world changes seasons. You can have.
I thought there
your
was
own...
no Quidditch. Didn't they say there's no Quidditch?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no.
You can fly on a broom. You have a broomstick. So.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know if there's Quidditch or not.
Day one DLC.
You got your own room that you can customize. You can customize your character. You can customize, like, you can. It's kind of like Pokemon, where you can find creatures like from that one Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, like those kind of creatures, and put them in a room, kind of like Chow and Sonic Adventure 2. There's a whole bunch of shit that's going on, like purchasable shopping, all kinds of stuff that I'm like, all right, we'll see. I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm not going to purchase it day one. I will wait for reviews and watch videos and be educated. But I swear to God, if this game is what they are saying, it's going to be fucking fantastic.
I just don't believe it. I can't. You know, we got all excited for fucking Callisto Protocol. Like, oh yeah, it's Dead Space.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't really that excited, to be honest.
And it didn't work out. You were. Don't even.
I really wasn't.
You fucking were.
I really wasn't. No.
Okay.
I disagree.
Also, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you haven't started God of War. I know it's sitting on your table.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
That's true. It's because it's not mine. Technically not mine.
I mean, what's hers is yours, you know?
That's true. It is true.
Who needs Callisto and Dead Space is literally around the corner? Yeah, actually.
That's also true. That is also true.
Comes out this week. So yeah. I don't believe the hype around Hogwarts. I'd love to be wrong. Actually, I would not love to be wrong. I would love to see this game fail.
No, you would love to be wrong.
Fuck you, J.K. Rowling.
Well, I mean, I don't think she has a whole lot to do with it other than creating the world.
They pay her for the IP, right? Like, so.
Yeah, so what? So what?
I mean,
I don't know.
Not a huge fan.
That's fine. I'm not either. I wasn't a huge fan of, like, I haven't seen all the Harry Potters. I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I don't even
I liked the first one, the second one, and the third one, and then I stopped caring. You know? It's like, okay, whatever. But when I see a game and they're promising like what they're promising, it's like, well, maybe.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, another game that like looked really hype at first, and then when it like started to come out was fucking Forspoken, which we just got the reviews on that too, and like. I just feel like it just keeps happening where like we get all hyped on these games and they suck. So I refuse to let myself get there, and my most hyped game right now that's coming out around the same time is Octopath 2, because I know what I'm getting there, you know. I know what I'm getting with Octopath 2. We're getting some basic ass RPG, and I'm all about it. Basic ass JRPG nonsense.
You know what? That's good for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. And I hope Hogwarts is good. I'm not playing it though, just because I don't. Mainly because I don't have time. I don't give a shit. about Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But what if it's fucking great?
Okay, if it's like if it's like this is the next coming of Jesus motherfucking
Oh, there
Christ,
you go. There you go. Uh-huh. Bring it.
I might consider it.
Okay.
But it would literally have to be that for me to like
Damn.
pick it up. Just because I don't give a shit about Harry Potter. I never have.
No, that's fair.
Like when they announced that Harry Potter, it's not even about J.K. Rowling. I've never liked Harry Potter. I've always thought it was like boring. Like I remember even the movies. I liked the first movie just because I was like a little kid when it came out, and
Oh yeah.
like the idea of like going to a hidden school or whatever is like, ooh, that's cool. But then beyond that, I was just like, why do they talk so much? Why don't they do something? They're all just talking all the fucking time. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get you with my magic, but first let's discuss it. And it's just like, fuck, man, this is boring. This is so
You're
boring.
a Marvel baby through and through.
This was pre-Marvel, okay?
I know, but that's what you wanted. That's what you got.
Yeah, it's true. And now I am a huge Marvel fan. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Now you get action nonstop. Are you happy?
Yeah. I like a talkie movie. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, but not with fucking Harry Potter. Shoot some magic at each other for fuck's sake, okay?
They do. It gets fucking dark too.
I don't want darkness. I just want you to shoot some fucking cream. Wait, what?
Some cream?
What?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Whoa. Boy.
I just want Harry to shoot his load out of his stick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot his load out of his stick. No, yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah, I don't know. What are some games that you're like hyped for? Any games that you're
I got two. I'm broke as fuck. So one of the games that I'm hyped for is the Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Survive.
Oh right.
Survivor.
Yeah, I will play that.
That one, the Harry Potter game, and Hades 2.
Oh,
but that's ways off. So
did they put a release date on that?
They did not.
Oh.
I think it's coming out this year as open beta or whatever.
Yeah. For me it is Octopath 2, Jedi Survive, and actually in a weird way I am kind of excited for Starfield. If that game ever comes out.
Gross, dude. I am not even looking forward to Starfield whatsoever. The game can fucking die.
That's fair.
And so can what's his face.
What's his face?
You know who I'm talking about.
Todd Howard?
Yes, thank you. That's the one.
Okay.
See? You got there.
And of course I'm also like, my most hype game of the year is also obviously fucking Zelda, dude. Like, come on.
No.
You didn't like the first one though, so of course.
I didn't like the first
one. What
one.
If this is the one though that like gets you and
that's fine.
What if I
That's
hate
fine.
this one and you love this one and we have like a little reversal?
Reversal. I'll take it. But it's.
I'm looking at a release calendar right now. There's a lot of shit. Those are kind of the big ones though. Dune Spice Wars. We're all excited for that.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, I haven't been playing shit either, by the way.
Oh no, not even a little bit. Usually,
I mean, I played Pokemon, but I don't really have like anything substantial to say about it other than the game runs like ass. Yeah. But like, it's fine enough.
Yeah.
My new fucking PlayStation controller comes this week. I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice.
That comes on Thursday.
That's exciting.
And in a weird way, I've kind of been putting off God of War because I want to play God of War with my new controller. In a weird way.
I see. I feel like you're lying a little bit.
I'm lying to myself.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself. You're just never gonna play God of War.
No, I'm definitely playing it on Thursday because it comes on Thursday. So I'll definitely at least play it on Thursday. We'll see what happens from there. But I'll definitely play it on Thursday. You know what I have been playing a lot of that's been distracting me and I've been just having a fucking great time with it is Hitman.
Oh yeah.
I beat the first Hitman and I'm halfway through the second Hitman and it's just so fun. They're just so fun. I fucking love Hitman. And God, I wonder what happened. So like later this week, they're switching from Hitman 1, 2, and 3 to the Hitman World of Assassination or whatever, where they're combining all these games into one thing.
Right.
And I wonder how that affects my current save data or like how that works. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
I'll let you know because I do I do plan on playing it. So
yeah. Which one are you on right now? Still one?
I'm on Hitman 2. I'm halfway through Hitman 2 right now.
Oh, okay. Did you say that? I must have.
I did, but that's okay.
I'm spacing.
That's all right.
I'm Kevin spacing out.
Kevin space. Yeah. No, Hitman's so fun though, and like, dude, every time I play it, I'm just like, man, I can't wait for this fucking James Bond game. I cannot fucking wait for this James Bond.
It's gonna be good.
I wonder
James Gunn game.
This James Gunn game, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he was making a game.
Lollipop Chainsaw 2.
Yeah, I can't wait for that either. That's gonna be fun.
That'd be pretty sick. Recent reviews via OpenCritic. Here they are, in full. Forspoken got a 69 from 56 critic reviews.
Actually, not nice. That's not a good score.
That's pretty rough, dude. That's pretty rough. Remember how excited we were for this game when they first showed it?
It looked so good, but then the voices, the writing, just oh god, it's awful.
Yeah, and the gameplay just started to look more and more like, I don't know,
messy. It looked really messy.
Yeah, it had so much potential because especially when they're like the writers are Amy Hennig and Gary Whitta. It's like, oh, dude, I like these people, and then
something must have happened.
I don't know. Maybe Amy Hennig is actually a bad writer.
Maybe she is. Maybe that's why they didn't want her to do the Star Wars thing.
Yeah,
maybe it's a good thing we didn't get an Amy Hennig Star Wars game.
I mean, you really think about Uncharted, it is kind of cheesy. Like
it is. It's very cheesy.
So, and it got really good with 4, and that's like when Neil took over.
That is, yeah.
So, I don't know. Uncharted 3 is really good too, though.
2 is really fucking good too. 3 is really good. The only one that's like iffy is the first one, and that's kind of like, I mean, the story's good, but but that has nothing to do with.
Although the second one has like one of the worst endings, when fucking Chloe walks away and shit, and what's a mustache man? Sully's like, oh, I gotta follow her. I don't know, man. I fucking hated it. And with Elaine, like, oh, let's kiss it. I don't know. It was so. It was a goofy ending.
Okay. Yeah.
Hot take: Uncharted has always been cheesy. Still smacks. Yeah. I think that's the conclusion 100%. We've come to over here. Yeah.
Yep. We agree.
Yeah, we'll see how that pays off with that new Black Panther game that she's making. Fire Emblem Engage got an 83 from 62 critic reviews. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking good.
Shin Megami Tensei got Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3, which is an old ass fucking game, got an 80 from 37 critic reviews. That's cool.
Wow.
I plan on playing it at some point. No, I'm gonna play 4. Fuck 3.
Oh, okay.
4 first.
3 is really good. I like 3.
Yeah, maybe I'm playing them like backwards.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, fuck it.
I already played 5. Now I'm going to 4. Then I'll go to 3 eventually. One Piece Odyssey got a 75 from 57 critic reviews. That's pretty okay.
Not bad.
It's about what you'd expect from a
game like that. For a One Piece game.
Yeah. Yeah, those like anime games always, when it's 75, that's like a good review for those kind of games. Lone Ruin.
That's true.
Got a 72 from 34 critic reviews. I'm not even sure what this is.
I don't know what that is.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Don't at me. I don't know what that is.
Lone Ruin.
Sounds like something you would say with.
That looks kind of neat. It's got a. It looks kind of like Hades, honestly.
Huh?
But like, more pixel art.
Okay.
what's that game? The Hyper Light Drifter. It kind of has that kind of art style to it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Not bad.
Well, there you go. 72. It's not that great actually. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, next week in games, Nick, the Xbox Developer Direct, which is on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay. It's a thing.
Who cares, man? Like all it is, I think they said is going to be Redfall. It's going to be Minecraft Legends. It's going to be the new Forza, and what's the fourth game?
The Redfall.
I said Redfall, right?
I know, yeah.
Here, Xbox Developer Direct. Do you know in the chat? Bag of
I
Rocks?
don't know.
I don't remember. Oh, and the Bethesda online game. That's the one.
Bethesda online game.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh fuck. That's gonna be such a boring one.
I know, this is gonna suck. Like, who cares?
I'm probably not even gonna watch it.
I'll check it out. I'll report back with my findings. But what they need to do is just give us a date for Redfall and maybe some gameplay.
No, that they're gonna give us the date.
They need to.
At least a window.
Yeah, we need a date for that. I do appreciate that they're like, hey, don't expect Starfield. It's not going to be there. I appreciate that, but also, like, is it a good excuse?
Like, yeah.
Is it really?
I mean, it's not a good excuse.
Yeah, it's like maybe then just fucking wait and put on a better showcase. You know, like maybe do a showcase in March then. Okay. Anyway, Forspoken comes out on PS5 and PC on January 24th. Risen comes to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on January 24th. World War Z comes to PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles on January 24th. Devolver Tumble Time comes to iOS and Android on January 26th. Hitman World. Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of Devolver thing. Or Devolver, is it not digital? Even related to Devolver?
It's not even Devolver. I think it is related. I think I've heard it.
Okay. Hitman World of Assassination, which is the thing I was just talking about, how they're just combining them all into one big package, comes out to everything, including the Switch on January 26th. I didn't know those games were on the Switch. I can't imagine that's very good. And then the Dead Space remake comes to modern consoles, next-gen consoles, January 27th.
All right.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. You looking forward to any of these games, Nick?
Any of those games? Nope.
Dead Space
remake, yeah.
But I'm not going to play it. I will play it, but not at full price. I can't do it.
Can't justify it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It's too much, man.
It's fine.
Bring it to Game Pass, baby. Put on the PlayStation thing, Premium, whatever it's called.
Yeah, do that.
I'll play it. I want to start up Jedi Fallen Order again because that was the free game on.
Yeah,
but it's a full rework. Yeah, I know it's a full rework. I'm not saying that the price is unjustified.
No, yeah,
it's totally fair that they're charging that much. It's just me personally.
Yep, I agree.
I don't have like the love for Dead Space that a lot of people have, and I'm poor.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm poor, and I spend my money on things like fucking Octopath Traveler 2. Okay, games that actually go down in price relatively quickly.
Yeah,
is what I spend my full money
$70 on.
Yes. All right, that's been the show. Check out our other Lonercast shows. Look us up by searching Lonercast. You can find this show by looking up Last Week in Games.
Fucking do it.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Twitch, twitch.tv/Lonercast. Yeah, I appreciate you,
I
Nicholas.
appreciate you too.
I appreciate you, a bag of rocks,
He
and
appreciates you too.
I appreciate everyone and their mother.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.